This is the, hang on a minute, When I Grew Up book tag. I was tagged by the Perks of Books. I appreciate that. I'm surprised she even knew I existed because, she's got a lot of subs and I don't have many. But and here we go. These questions are a bit repetitious, but I guess they're trying to get at the heart of the heart of the heart. If you've seen the movie Envy, you'd understand what I was talking about. So here we go. The first thing you wanted to be when you grew up. And I stated this in a previous video, and that was I wanted to be alive, first of all, because like a lot of people that have survived to the half-century mark, there were certain accidents. I was electrocuted. I was almost ran over by a Cadillac. Hippie was driving it. Bless him, he was watching. He was paying attention. It was my fault I ran out in the road. I'm from the backwoods and didn't know what the freaking stoplight was for. Actually, it wasn't that. I saw the lake and I got excited and off I went. So, if that gentleman's out there, thank you for not running over top of me with your nice Cadillac. The other thing that happened was I almost drowned. There's a bunch of other stuff, but, won't get into that. But that was the first thing. First thing I wanted to be when I grew up was alive. The second thing I wanted to be, I guess we're taking this from conception on, I'm assuming. So, I wanted to be a martial artist because I was a big Bruce Lee fan. So I practiced a lot of martial arts. Bought all the books. Back then there was obviously no YouTube, so I ordered stuff in the mail, and my allowances, or not allowances, the money I made cutting grass around the neighborhood, I spent on books on Kung Fu, Savate, kickboxing, Tai Chi, Taekwondo, you name it. If it was a martial art, I was into it. I actually had my own little school in the neighborhood, and people would come by and we would all get together and I would teach them what I learned from reading books and looking at the illustrations. Question number 3, the third thing I wanted to be. Probably at this point the physical fitness craze was on, and I wanted to be a bodybuilder. So me and some friends of mine, of course I didn't need their approval. I started lifting weights, and I lifted weights pretty much all through high school, and I went from a scrawny kind of guy that people made fun of till I was a senior, and then the football players were like, hey dude, you bulking up there, because I worked out 6 days a week. I ran and practiced fairly good, nutrition. So, that was the third thing I wanted to be. The fourth thing I wanted to be, and this is actually a little bit prior to that, because when I was 11 I wanted to be a writer, but I actually had no idea how to go about that. When I hit high school, I tried to get in the typing class because there wasn't any keyboarding, obviously, back in the 70s and early 80s. And the class was always taken up by females because they wanted the jobs as secretaries, administrative assistants, whatever. If that offended you, that's too bad, because that's what it was called back in the day. So I could never get in the typing class. I tried for 2 years in a row. Didn't work out. So later on in life, I did the hunt and peck method, which is not effective at all if you've done much writing. And when I moved back here to Kentucky in 1990, I came across a book on somebody had left how to type. So in a month's time, I taught myself how to type using that book, and obviously I became a little bit more effective. So that was the fourth thing. The fifth thing I wanted to be was published, and published not self, but maybe get an agent or something. Like I said, I have some bunch of rejections over here. I have one back here from this place in New York, and they wanted to see my novel, Grayson and the Colored Rain. Well, what I should have done was I should have switched chapter 1 and chapter 2 around. Might have worked out a little better, but that's neither here nor there. So anyway, that was it. Thank you, The Perks of Books, for tagging me. I really do appreciate that. And hey, feel free to leave comments or not. Thanks for watching. Bye.